Hi, everyone. I hope everybody is having a good day. I just wanted to start with saying that I was supposed to have my husband Jamie in on this video with me, but I decided to actually change the topic. And I decided to change the topic because of what all has transpired in the last week and a half with the Freedom Convoy in Canada. And now it seems like it's sparking a big movement all over the world, which is super awesome. But as everything is progressing, there are certain things that I truly believe that we should be aware of. And that's why I decided to do this video today, to kind of explain a little bit about the enemy and possibly the certain tactics that they have that they could use. So first of all, I wanted to reiterate with saying that what's happening all over the world is awesome. There are so many freedom-loving Canadians and people all over the world that just want this to end, and they want things to go back to normal. And they are realizing the government and media lie, and that these big corporations and the governments are in together. And I think this awareness is really going to help. The more people know, the more empowered we are to do something. And the power of the people, there is way more of us than there is of them. So that being said, I wanted to explain that the enemy, even though there is a very small amount of these people at the top, these people that are a hidden hand, they're the people that work behind the governments that you never see. And these are the people that are at the top. These are the people that are our enemy at the top. They're the ones that kind of orchestrate everything underneath them. So if you think of the pyramid at the top, you have the people with the most knowledge and the most control at the top, and everything filters down from there. And therefore, you can call it a system. And it is a system. It's a big, vast system of people that from the top know exactly what's going on and what the agenda is for the whole world. And that's basically what they control, the whole world. And then you have the people that the closer you get to the bottom, they have no idea what's going on, but they actually often bring the plans to fruition without even knowing, because it's a system. And one hand doesn't have to know what the other hand is doing in a system. That one hand only has a part of one small thing. And therefore, not seeing a big picture really makes a big difference. So that being said is why I wanted to explain that since it is a system, and it's a system that's already set up, it's been working for years. The government system has been around for a long time, and it's literally it's a network now, and it involves many areas. And because of that, it pretty much has control of our whole lives, or it's in control of our whole lives, put it that way. So as far as the Ottawa thing goes, like I said, this is awesome that it's happening. But I wanted to bring light to the whole thing that happened with the money, the GoFundMe money. So if anybody doesn't realize, there was a GoFundMe set up for the truckers, so that the Canadian truckers, so that they could get to their destination and they could fight for our freedoms, and that they could boycott what was happening across the border, that they'd have to quarantine when they went to the States for 14 days. And of course, that wouldn't make any sense to anyone trying to earn a living. So that was originally what they were doing, and they had sent up a GoFundMe for people that wanted to donate. So, recently, I believe they had a hard time accessing that money in the beginning. Anyway, a few days ago, GoFundMe basically decided to put a freeze on that, and they decided to give back all the donors that donated. They were going to give back the money to. They basically shut the GoFundMe down, and everyone that donated was getting a refund. So that's where that's at. So I don't know what they'll do there. I pray that there's another way, and where there's a will, there's a way, and I bet they will find another way. They probably already have, and I really pray that they do. That being said, though, I think it just kind of hits home that it's going to be difficult. A lot of people in Ottawa and a lot of people around the world don't really understand their enemy and understand how much control they have and how much they're in control of. i.e. the GoFundMe, for one reason, right? Or for one way. So I really wanted to give caution. A lot of the reason I wanted to do this video is to put out a warning that, we that love our freedom, and us in, the ones in Canada and the ones that are in Ottawa right now, are doing awesome, but they need to watch out. I really do believe that the enemy is capable of a lot, and a lot of things in the past that people might not even realize. They've really orchestrated a lot of tragedy without anybody even knowing. And a lot of it is coming to light now. But look at 9/11. I mean, I would assume most people, if they found this channel and they want to listen to me at all, probably already realized that 9/11 was not what they said it was at all. So I'm talking about that. I'm talking about what possibly could they do, and what should we look out for? What could they do in Ottawa? And to me, right now, they're strewing propaganda like crazy. If there's people vandalizing things, it's not the freedom-loving Canadians that are up there. If there's people, all we've seen, and any of us that are paying attention, is charity and love up there, really. And yeah, making life difficult for Ottawa, absolutely, because you have to do something in a protest to get heard, right? And we're all fed up. So I'm just saying that the people in Ottawa need to be prayed for, because I truly believe that the enemy would stop at nothing to make things look a certain way. It would be nothing like them to pull some kind of tragedy and blame it on the truckers. And I really believe that they could do that. And I mean, another thing is, these people have plans. If you look at the Agenda 2030, they have plans to bring certain things to fruition. And this trucker convoy would bring some of those to fruition. And I am not saying in any way, shape, or form that those truckers are only doing exactly what we think they're doing. They're up there fighting for freedom. But who knows exactly how it got initiated in the very beginning? I don't know. And I'm sure there's a story, and that's fine. But I'm saying they have ways, since it's a system and there are a bunch of people with no empathy, they have ways. They have ways of orchestrating things like we have no idea. And they also have, like I said, they have no empathy. They're not like us. This is a spiritual battle, and they don't have feelings like we do. They really don't. Or if you could just look at the news right now, you could see how they're lying. And like I said, if there is people up there defacing property, it's not the freedom-loving Canadians that just want our lives back. It's not. So I just wanted to say in this video that to watch out. If you're someone that loves your freedom, and you want things to go back to normal, you need to realize that there is a possibility that they will try to do something to make you look bad, and do something to make you look very bad. They're already doing it. They're already doing it with, this anti-vaxxer title, and, you're killing me because you don't have a vaccine, and all this nonsense. They're already doing it that way. So in order for them to really, if they really want to push, if that's their plans to make us look bad, if they want to really push, they can pull something really big up there. It would only take, they orchestrate things all the time, and we never have any idea. But I think this time I can honestly say everything is coming to light. It's the apocalypse, and they will be found out. But what I'm saying is, if something does happen in Ottawa, be warned that all of us that love our freedom, that love Jesus, we will be villainized. And that's what I wanted. I think that's really the whole point of me making this video right now, to let you know that the enemy is capable of anything, and that we need to be on our toes. Do I think that we need to stop doing what we're doing in Ottawa? Absolutely not. I think that we need to watch. I think we need to be vigilant. I think we need to pray for those people there. I think we need to pray for ourselves and our families, and that our families understand the truth. But I really do believe that we're doing the right thing. And after, at the end of the day, there is far more of us than there is of them. These people that I talk about that are at the top, there's only 1 to 2% of them. The rest of the people, either, from, the very top after that, they do know what's going on, a lot of them, or some of it, or half of it. And then at the very bottom, don't have a clue. So, really, it's only those ones at the very, very top that are our complete enemy. And there's, like I said, they're vastly outnumbered by us. So I think really I'm done with this message. My video is 10 something now, 10 minutes. And so I really wanted to keep it short because I didn't want to ramble. I did want to just go through my notes and make sure that I did talk about everything I wanted to say, because I didn't want to finish this video and not knowing how to edit it, have to do it all over again. But I think the thing to keep in mind, honestly, is that it's a spiritual battle that we're fighting at the top, and this is a war. This is a war that's going on. It's not going to be fought in the traditional way that wars have always been fought, that those are the way the enemy has fought it. We're fighting things differently, and I just pray that we can keep doing what we're doing, and, things will certainly continue to get better instead of worse, because right now we're at a tipping point. We really are. So I wanted to say, there was one more thing I noticed in my notes that I wanted to mention, and that was the fact that you need to look into Agenda 2030. Agenda 2030 is where I'm basing this on, and what our enemy is capable of, and the whole bit, because there is a plan. There is a plan for the next few years. And you will hear the term sustainable development and all of this just to do with global warming. It has a whole lot of things that they want to do. They are in control, or they want to be in control of our lives and micromanage them. And there is a big agenda. And the thing is, it is very important to know the enemy and what his plans are. So I encourage you all, start researching Agenda 21. So I'm going to end this video now. And I just wanted to tell you that if you like this video, to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm hoping to do another video again real soon. And like I said, it'll probably be the one where I want to discuss in detail who these people really are that are at the top, and who they worship, and why they're making things so difficult for us. So that'll be my next video, I'm pretty sure. So anyway, until then, I hope you have a good rest of your day. Bye-bye.